Hello world. Hello world. Welcome back to my channel. Call me Biz. Jefferies. I did a bit from him before. Y'all told me to check out more. Some of y'all love him, some of y'all don't. That's what I'm starting to notice about these comedians, which is fair. If everyone love you, you're doing something wrong, all right? There's supposed to be a balance, okay? Okay, so this is Jefferies airplane etiquette, all right? Look, I know y'all seen a lot of these airplane etiquette videos. I'm not requesting them, but I love choosing them. I love choosing them because I love when people shit on airplanes. Not airplanes, just how people behave at airports, all right? If I see you in the airport, you're dressed like you just woke up, I don't like you. Please don't sit that person next to me, because y'all act like y'all are at y'all house on a Sunday when it's time to fly in a place where people all around the world gather to travel. That's where y'all want to act like. Anyways, look, if you enjoy this content, hit that subscribe button. Like the video if you like the video. Leave a comment. Let me know you were here. Let's go ahead and watch.
Let's tell some stories. Now,
no more ghost watching.
this first story. The first bit of this story you should already know. In the same way that you know things like, don't kill people, try not to rape.
He said try.
When you're on an airplane, there's a thing called plane etiquette, and it goes like this. Window gets an armrest and a wall. Middle gets 2 armrests. Aisle gets an armrest and a little bit of extra leg. We're not fucking animals, we live in a society. So I was on a flight from Los Angeles to Houston, and I had the middle seat, and that sucks balls. So I'm sitting there with 2 armrests. Next to me is a petite young lady, she's doing her job, armrest wall, I'm in the middle, 2 armrests. Sitting next to me here is a great big black man who's as gay as the day is long. He sits down next to me, and we do the niceties. Hello, hello. And then with no issue whatsoever, he sees my elbow there, and he just went, chock. And I went... Now, I'm pretty upset, but he's a big fucking guy, and it's a long flight, so there's no need to get into an argument. So I have that argument that you have in your head where the other person doesn't know you're having an argument. Where you're like, you're a fucking asshole. And if you said this, then I would say, well, good sir, I think you're mistaken, right?
He ain't want no smoke.
So I sit there festering for like 45 minutes, and eventually the air stewardess comes with a drink cart. Now, why I'm on air stewardesses, right? Whenever you watch a movie set in the 60s and they show air stewardesses, or an old TV show, that show like Pam Am or something, they always depict air stewardesses as these hot young things with a pillbox hat and a little bun and big tits and a small waist and holding a bag going... I don't think any of those women have retired. This thing was just being propped up by the drink cart. 50 years of recycled air had made her skin drip off her skull like the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Wow.
She comes up, the guy reaches over for his drink and his pretzels, armrest open, bang! I'm back in.
Back in the game, baby.
And I'm not fucking going anywhere either.
Back in the game.
He puts all of his things down in his tray and he goes to put his elbow back, but he fucking can't, can he? He can't, because there's a wall there called Jefferies and he can't fucking move it, right? And he's pushing, and I'm acting like I can't feel it, like this, but casual like. Then he gets his fist like this and his hand like that, and he's pushing really hard back. And I'm trying to do that casual.
Stoic.
But he's much bigger than me, and eventually I have to give in. I just went chock. So I turned to him and said what needed to be said. Why are you such a cunt? Now, I understand that that word in this country isn't as popular as maybe it should be.
It should. It definitely should.
People were freaking the fuck out. They were going, he did, he just said it, I heard him say it. Called that man a C-bomb. I heard him say it, Bob. Called the man a C-bomb, Bob. And he was shocked as well. He turned to me and went, "Excuse me, why did you just call me? But in for a penny, in for a pound, right?" And I was there going, "A cunt, sir. I called you a cunt." And he said, "Are you upset because you're trying to take my armrest?" And I went, "You don't know plane etiquette. Window gets an armrest and a wall. Middle gets two armrests. Aisle gets an armrest and a little bit of extra leg. We're not fucking animals. We live in a society."
I'm not sure about that,
And the people that initially hated me agreed with me, like, "He is right about that. That is true." That is true. We do live in a society. And he went, "Oh, I'm only taking the back of the armrest. You can have the rest of the armrest."
What?
And I went, "You take the back, you take the whole fucking thing.
How you take?
No one gives a fuck about the front of the armrest." No one's ever gone, "Thanks for the front of the armrest." I said, "It's not just that you're taking my armrest. Your elbow has come over the armrest and it's digging into my rib cage." And he said, "Well, maybe if you lost some weight." I know. I was gobsmacked. I didn't know what to fucking say. I just turned to him and went, "You bitchy queen."
What
Now
kind of
everyone on the
clapback?
plane has lost their fucking shit. The movie can fuck off, mate. No one's watching the fucking movie. I'm the entertainment now. The air stewardess comes running back on her walker. She comes up to us and she goes,
said
"What's
on a
going on here?" And I said, "I want this fucking asshole away from me." And she said, "Sir, this is not the situation to be swearing in." I went, "Yes, it is. We're having a fight." And she went, "Well, there's no need for name calling." I called the guy bitchy queen, so I sort of get what she's saying. And I turned to her and said, "You know what? You're right. There is never a need for name calling. But as a proud gay man myself, I feel like I've earned the right to say such words, so..." She apologized. The gay guy knows I'm fucking lying. He's fagging the fuck out. Just... And the air stewardess went, "Can everyone calm down? What's the problem here?" And he went, "He's trying to take my armrest." And the air stewardess went, "Everyone knows the middle gets two armrests." And I went, "See?"
I didn't know that.
She goes, "I'm gonna have to break you two up." And she points to the man and said, "Sir, you're going to have to find a seat at the back of the plane." I'm victorious. I stand up. I bash my head on the thing. I point at the man and I went, "Get to the back of the plane." Now, a lot of people on that plane hadn't seen the rest of the argument. All they have seen is me pointing at a black man, yelling, "Get to the back of the plane." Things got real awkward real fucking quick. I didn't know what I'd done yet. People were yelling at me, calling me a racist, and I was like, "I know, but how do you know?" Then a guy threw a bag of peanuts at the back of my head and said, "Sit down, you limey bastard." And I was like, "That's the British. I'm Australian, you fucking racist." Which would have made a lot of sense if being British or Australian was a race and not a nationality. But at that stage, I was clutching at straws, really. So I go sit back down in his old chair. We got the empty seat between us. Me and the girl pounded out. Now, later on the flight, I'm walking up the back of the plane to the toilet. And I want to see the guy, because I want to go. And I get all the way to the back of the plane. I don't see him anywhere. I'm about to go in the toilet, and then I see his leg around the corner. There were no more seats. This is a full flight. He's sitting in the air stewardess's landing seat that folds down with a seatbelt over the top like he's in a fucking go-kart.
Nah, hell nah.
I put my head around the corner, I went, no armrest here, dickhead. And the air stewardess went, you get back to your seat, and I ran away like a child, like,
Yo, that's petty, man. That is super petty.
So, for landing, I go sit back down in his old seat. Now, the air stewardess seat is taken, so she's taking my old seat in the middle, and she fucking hates me. And I'm taking both armrests, fuck her. And as we're landing, the guy over the aisle leans over and goes, excuse me, you're Jim Jefferies, right? And I'm like, yeah, man, how you doing? And he went, I had no idea you were gay. Fucking yeah, man. I like cock.
You know what's crazy? When he said that, I thought the same thing. I was like, oh, he's gay? I ain't know that. Apparently, he was just saying it to get his point across. Man, silly shit happen on airplanes all the time. I think Mike Tyson had to knock somebody out on the airplane. That's the funniest clip ever. This black dude, he's sitting down. This drunk white dude is talking shit to him. And then, and then he said, all you gotta do is touch me. And then the clip cut off and it just shows the dude that was talking shit in the aisle, blood dripping out of his nose. Just fucked up. Like, leave people alone, man. These conflicts. Okay, the middle seat. I didn't know. Because every time I fly, and I said this before, every time I fly, right, I always get the window seat, right? And I always use the middle armrest. Nobody ever said anything. I ain't know, like, the middle get both. Why they get both? I paid to have the window seat. What the hell? Why they get both? Nah, you don't get both. Everybody gets one. I get the one on my left. Everybody get the one on their left. I get the one on my left. He gets the one on his left. And the outside guy get the one on his left. Everybody has one. I thought that made sense. And every time I've been on an airplane, it worked out perfectly. I got my arm right here. The other guy has his arm right there. I kind of have two. Huh, because I have the one right here. Oh, shit, I've been selfish this whole time. Fuck it. Jim Jefferies, man. Funny guy. The part about the guy calling him racist, it is like, I know, but how do you know? It's a wild, it's a wild statement. I feel like that's how white people, my Rhode Islanders don't hate me. That's how I used to feel about people in Rhode Island. When you go to certain towns, I'm like, they low key like. But anyways, yo, y'all let me know how you feel about it in the comment section below. I definitely like Jim Jefferies. I like people who push like racial jokes in a funny way. And if you could do that, I promise you, no one is gonna be mad at you. He just basically made a Rosa Parks the back of the bus joke. That's basically what the joke was, but did it in the right way where he obviously acknowledged that he was a piece of shit in that bit. But not only that, he was a piece of shit in result to somebody being a piece of shit. So, you know. It is what it is, folks. I'll see y'all in the next one, and guess what? You better be there. But if that was me at that end seat, ain't no fucking way you getting that armrest. I'm getting both. I need it all. I need it all to myself. And I'm not even arguing with you because I'm not listening to you. I got my headphones blasting. So you're actually talking to my headphones and Bob Marley or whoever the fuck is playing. But I'll see y'all in the next one, and guess what? You better be there. Peace.